Yo, what up, though? Happy New Year. You're checking into the last episode of the year, Sweet 1701, sponsored by Starter, Crown World, and Fifth Avenue Furniture. Steady Rock, what you got for me?
Look here, Ty, man.
Now close the year out right.
I'm going to close it out right, because we got a drink today, and it's called the Island of Misfit Toys.
Oh, wow.
It's got that Smirnoff in it.
Got that what?
Smirnoff.
Okay.
And, you know, of course, we're talking music news. Look here. There's a lot going on with this whole AI thing, so... yeah, we got to talk about it.
You know, I really liked it when AI was just Allen Iverson.
Me too. And, you know, of course, we got to talk about Ice Spice. Oh, listen.
Why you cross your legs when you say that?
Cuz, bro, this dress she wore to the kids show.
Temperatures are rising. Go ahead.
Zsa, what you got?
Listen, I chose baby Jesus in a manger. I don't know what's going on with you all.
Baby Jesus?
Baby Jesus.
And what did baby say?
When?
Okay.
But listen, I gotta say something with my chest. I'm so proud of the parents and the families. We all survived the holiday, and I'm ready for 2026, so let's go.
Sweet 1701, you're now checked in, so we can check out on 2025. Let's go.
Happy New Year's, all. Let's do this.
Everybody wants to be on Sweet 1701. What up, yo? Detroit, what's new? Sweet 1701, come through. Mopkins, reintroduce yourself. This couldn't be done by no one else. Steady rock on the ones and twos. Cut sharp like Jalen Rose, hairline, ooh, yeah. Earl Flynn in my Pistons starter jacket. Got a fresh outfit with the Jimmy Smash. Zsa Zsa chose God over Joy Road. Must have keep the energy up in the fridge cold. Oh, got legends on the wall, man. Only sweet with legendary talk. Sweet 1701, put the D in the frame. Where the hustlers wear threads and the legends got gang. Top talking Pistons while the city hit the blade. Old English D on the hat, can't forget the yay. BLS tapped in, scamming diamonds on the set. Counts rolling every quote, stitch fresh off the press. DR2 cut clean, no cap, caught events. Every guest bring a thread that connect with success. The grind meets gloss, take it back to the roof. Bitches varsity talks from the kicks to the suits. Mic check from the stool, topics hot like a toast. It's more than a pod, it's the voice of the coach.
This is just not a podcast. This is a production. Let's go.
Everybody wants to be on Sweet 1701.
What up, doing? Welcome to another edition of Sweet 1701. What's good, Ty, man?
Daddy, what up, though? You good?
What up, though?
This is the last episode of 2025. You believe that this year has just flown by?
Yeah, man. It's been, listen, time has been waiting for nobody. It's been going.
It's been going?
It's been going.
How's it been going?
It's been going.
How was your Christmas, my brother?
It was great. How was yours?
It was good. I got the perfect gift. Peace.
Look, she over there smiling. Zsa, what's up?
What's up? What's good? What up, though?
She over there smiling. How was your Christmas?
You know what? It was peaceful. It was blessed. It was full of champagne, kids, and good times. Me and my son got to hang out, which was really cool since he works all the time and I'm always doing my own thing. So to actually be with him for a little bit was cool.
That's what's up. Billy.
What up, though?
Dog, do you want to run the show?
No, I was just being funny.
God. This guy,
I'm having fun with him today. It's the last show of the year, y'all. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Ty.
I'm like,
I got him
I'm
good.
jumping in. I'm like, let me leave. Billy!
What up, though?
Oh. How was your Christmas?
Very chill. Good with family. Too much food. A lot of action going on. Kids running around. It's a good day.
It was a good day?
I like it.
Okay.
Hey, man. Can I remix her?
Well, you've been taking over the show. Go ahead. What you want to do?
We about to have some fun with this. We got to do.
What are you about to do, though? That's what I'm saying.
You hear? Just take a listen. We got to.
What am I about to listen to? You said you want to take over what? What you want to say?
Take that, take that, take that. Take that, take that, take that, take that.
No.
Take that, take that, take that, take that.
No.
Take that.
Hey, Zsa.
No, we don't want to take nothing. We don't want to take nothing.
Okay. The view.
When you like this, Daddy.
No.
No, we don't want nothing from Papi. We don't want nothing from him. No, we don't take nothing. We don't want nothing.
America,
No, Papi. No,
as
no.
you can see,
No.
I'm on one today.
they continuously doing this, right?
No.
This is a continuation from last episode. No?
No.
See?
No. No, Papi. No, take that.
Take that.
No.
Okay.
A studio divided.
Maybe I should wait. Because remember last episode I said I was going to talk about,
You have a story?
yeah.
You ready, ain't you?
We've been waiting for this story.
Everybody do the steady rock right now. Okay. We're not going to talk about it this episode. But what you can do is click like and subscribe right here to our YouTube channel, Sweet 1701. And this is how you draw suspense, right? This is how you draw people that want to come back, right?
Baby.
Hey, Zsa.
Baby.
They're going to be waiting for this story like we wait to go to a Red Wings game.
I don't know. He gave us a preview last week, and I kind of wish I didn't hear what I heard. I wanted to do this. No.
America, I did not say anything out the way.
No. No, baby, no.
I like this one.
No, Mama, I hate this.
I like when you like this, Daddy.
No more locked doors.
No more locked doors. You play with Diddy and the Vitties.
Zsa,
I'm bilingual. It's a difference.
this is coming from the guy that told us about Howard Stern and who turned them out into it, right?
Oh, here he go.
It's your fault. You the one said it.
I know, but
anyway.
he gets everything we say. Listen, nothing no one says in here is safe. Ask Rome. Rome will tell you.
Rome was like, why you got to put me into it?
Because you started with Rome this morning with everything he was saying.
Rome is like, why you got to throw me under the bus just because it's running over you right now? See? Rome like, Rome.
No,
And Rome is
back
not
there
even on
agreed.
camera, so Rome.
Rome said my name Bennett and I ain't in it. Okay.
Oh, wait. What did you say? The name?
Okay,
Been what?
Been in it.
Been-
Get in it. What? Pull up? Huh? What?
Okay.
Come on.
As we end this year and start a new year, I want to do a round thing right quick, right?
I want to do a round thing too. Keep going. Keep going. You
when
said,
you
I'm
like
following
this,
your
Daddy.
lead, brother. We're in agreement. United. We stand. Yes.
Ladies first. Zsa.
Man, I can't wait.
What
Ladies first. Ladies first. Ooh.
what are some of the things that you are grateful for that happened in 2025? And what are you going to do to build a greater 2026?
You know, I am actually grateful to graduate from college.
Give a round of applause for that one.
Oh, yeah. She didn't get a round of applause for that.
Yep.
You see, he got the Diddy stuff on cue, but when we want to congratulate people,
Man, because I'm engulfed in her story. Like, she's being sincere right now. And, you know, that's a big accomplishment.
but if she would have said something out the way, you know what you would have heard? Take that.
Listen, I can't wait to take that. I'm trying to take it all the
my
way
God.
down. Nail me to the cross like Jesus.
Continue, Zsa.
But graduating from college, my son graduated from HVAC school.
There we go.
and
Another round of applause.
Yeah.
Starting his career. He's at a few schools now, doing boilers and stuff, man work, So I'm really excited about that. I'm excited that I don't look like what I've been through.
Amen.
Seeing that I was displaced for the second half of the year. Trusting people with money and thinking they're gonna do right by you and they don't. And so you gotta create these other ways of means to figure things out. And I'm just grateful that one, I don't look like what I've been through. And two, people that got excuses, it's too many people with excuses. Cause I did it with less than. And it's so many opportunities. If you don't want it, you just don't want it. That's just the bottom line.
facts.
At this point, I don't want to hear nothing. Nobody got to say. Because if I could do it, what I was dealing with, I don't want to hear nothing. So those are some of the things that I'm excited about. And I'm excited about being on the show. Like this came out the blue. It was like a Uno. It was like a draw 4 on these. Like draw 4. You know.
Sometimes they get wild. Sometimes they drop the wild card on you.
You know.
Sometimes you got to draw two.
You know.
Yeah, sometimes-
Reverse.
And just when you land Uno,
Right, you want to
somebody hit you with that draw four and change the color on you.
Yeah.
That's
So
when you want
that
to
was.
reach across that table and be like, man.
Yeah.
Like Uno, you know, you always want to
Stacks. You gotta
fight.
play stacks with him. Gotta play stacks. That was really a grateful thing to be able to build this with you guys. And talk about our city. Like Detroit is about to bang. It's bang, 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 ski, ski, ski. Bang,
Oh
ski,
my
ski,
God,
ski,
Zsa!
bang, ski, ski, ski. Well, let me tell you, it's going down, but it's really up.
Billy!
What up, dope?
Some of the things you're grateful for 25 and some of the things that you're going to make even greater in 26.
You know, I'm finding more moments of peace throughout
Yes.
the year. And so that's less moments of me being an asshole.
Oh, really?
So I like that.
Talk your stuff.
An asshole. What kind?
Oh my.
I like this right
You know, sometimes, you know, life circumstances confront me. It's like, whoa, you just want to like,
Man, you ain't
You just want to do what? Billy, when we first
Zsa
started
knows.
this show, you wasn't as aggressive as you were once we
Sure
started
wasn't.
teaming you over there with Zsa. We might have to do a school
two
thing and
bulls
change.
sitting up on the top of the hill, looking down.
Wait, 2 balls?
Bulls.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Bulls,
I was about to
Zsa,
say.
bulls.
America, next season we may have to change the seating arrangements in here like they do in school when you get two badass kids sitting together, talking.
2 bulls.
We're the badass kids.
Oh,
Yeah,
Ooh, and I'm the young bull.
Cause she's rubbing off for you, Billy. Billy was quiet and
see,
reserved.
now see,
no, I'm just
now
saying.
see, now
Listen,
see.
look at him.
Have
a
your
bull.
own mind.
I'm a
Nah,
bull.
continue, Billy. Continue, Billy.
Continue, Billy.
And just to continue,
That
you
man
know,
said rubbing off on you.
and a lot of opportunities to continue to come up with being of service, which has been pretty cool.
Yeah.
And, you know, continuing to be out there in the world and do what God means for us to do.
Come on.
When you like this, daddy.
Man, he just talked about God. You cannot do a Diddy drop when we talk about steady.
Okay.
Go ahead.
God
Your turn.
made Diddy too.
He did.
God,
He
what?
He did.
God,
God
Whatever
loves us all.
lessons are going on.
God loves us all.
God
Amen.
did.
That's a fact.
Go.
For me, I mean, Zach kind of touched on it. What I'm thankful for, man.
What?
is,
What
first
did
of all,
I do?
Man.
See what I'm
Hands
saying?
on it.
See,
See what I'm saying?
see what I.
See what I'm
that's
saying?
what I'm talking about. You can't say nothing.
Go,
around
man.
time.
Go.
So, as I was saying,
Right.
the fact that we started this podcast, man, and I know we've had some great moments in here, and I know I'm looking forward with 2026 forward to us being bigger. You know what I'm saying? We got to take this thing to a whole new level, and I know we can do it with this team. So that's one thing I'm thankful for. I mean, of course, for my business, DJ Steady Rock Entertainment, man, I'm very thankful for all my accomplishments. There's so many things that I've done throughout my career that I look back on, and I'm like, man, I can't believe I did that. You know, I don't talk about a lot of stuff, but I'm real thankful for where I am today, being the age that I am in my career.
So I'm going to talk about, normally I would say touch on a few things, but I'm going to say talk about, because somehow this show has just went left. And it all started last episode with him doing these drops, and we talked about the Diddy trial.
Take that, take that, take that.
Okay.
2025, like so many of us, was a challenging time,
Yeah.
right? A lot of us may have been tested. A lot of us may have had been broken. A lot of us, I'm being serious. A lot of us has been bent over backwards. I'm being serious right now.
I want to get bent over.
Talk to him. I like
Words
this
matter.
right here.
I've been in the gym.
Go ahead, finish.
I like this right here.
Go ahead, Pastor Ty.
No, listen, before we started the show, we had a series of songs we was playing to get us
Yes.
going, right?
Yeah.
God Got Me, the song with Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll.
And a lot of us don't look like what we've been through.
Woo.
A lot of us entertain.
Hallelujah.
A lot of us
Thank you.
have smiles
Thank you, Jesus.
throughout the day just so we can go home and cry in private.
Yep.
A lot of us have settled. A lot of us have become comfortable with being uncomfortable. So in 2025, I'm grateful for all the lessons, as every year, every day is a lesson, right? I know they say new year, new me, but every day is a new you on how you can change. You don't have to wait till December 31st.
Facts.
You don't.
Facts.
You can change every day. So I'm looking forward to 2026. We have a lot of stuff going on, and I'm grateful for everyone that's in this room. Darren, Rico, Zsa, Rome, Billy, Steady, because it's not easy. It's not easy when you form people together and you try to get everyone on one accord so you can see the bigger picture, so you can see what has accomplished, right? Normally when you get a setting this big, controversy happen, things happen, and you really don't get a fair shot to grow. You really don't get a fair shot to show what you can do individually and as a group. So when we started this, I never once said that, like I've always said that this is not just a podcast, this is a production. Because I look at it as that. And that wasn't a knock, because I used to hear whispers on people who had podcasts, right? And it was like, oh, you trying to diss us because we just, no, I didn't want the traditional couch and 2 mics. No, I didn't want it to look how everybody else stuff looked.
Yeah.
I had a vision for this, right? I wanted to have a mix, right? I knew I had a mixologist, so I also wanted to bring in another mixologist to blend the mix, whether it was drinks. And I'm very thankful for our partnership with Crown Royal.
Okay.
I'm very thankful for our partnership with Fifth Avenue.
Yes.
I'm thankful for our relationship with Starter, because these are things that they didn't see, they just heard. And when people sow a seed into you, when it's just a thought,
Come on.
because 9 times out of 10, when we do things, they want to see, let me see what it looks like.
Yep.
Let me see what your
Yep.
viewers look like.
Yep.
Let
They
me
gonna
see
pick you
what your
apart.
likes look like. It looks like how we want it to look. That's how it does. So it's like, nobody has to jump on us right now. But I guarantee you, when it's all said and done, this is going to change all of our lives.
Yes.
Because if you know anything about me, right? I'm not saying I have the Midas touch. And when you say the Midas touch, they said everything they touch turns to what?
Go.
Turn to gold.
Okay, so I came from nothing. Nothing. I came from food stamps, as you said last week, to Goodfella boxes. I learned how to cash in $20 worth of food stamps just to get $5 in cash so I can catch the bus
Come on.
to go to school.
Come on.
So I know what it's like to make grilled cheese out of government cheese.
Okay.
I know what it's like to make cereal out of powdered milk. I know what it's like. So all I gotta say is just watch. Watch what we do with this going forward. And I am greatly appreciative to everyone that has liked, subscribed, and even
Yes.
told anybody about us.
Yes.
And I'm gonna put this challenge out here to, we always say, I don't wanna say small business, right? Because business is business.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Your dreams is not small.
Exactly.
So any business that wanna see growth, especially if you're a ladies boutique, whatever you're doing as far as ladies, get with Zsa. Because nobody can talk about anything like Zsa. She's the perfect spokesperson, so if you wanna have her talk about your business, do that. Fellas, barbershops, clothing stores, car, whatever it is, because we Detroit through and through.
That
Get
part.
with Steady Rock. I'm telling you now, and I don't mean to say it like this, but get with us now
Okay.
while you can get a bargain.
Okay.
Tell me about it. Talk to
Because
him.
the prices is going up.
You better speak those things that are not as though they were. Woo!
I'm just saying. So now I don't want to hear, oh, they too big, oh, they acting funny.
Right.
We're just acting the way God told us to go in this journey. That's all we're doing. Billy, I'm grateful for you because you bring a new ambiance to this scenery, right? You are officially at the barbecue.
Okay.
Just by the way you act, because I don't know if you got infected by Zsa.
Wait a minute. Hold on,
Not
baby.
like that. Don't do it.
Big
We
baby
being-
Billy, I laid hands on him. What are you talking about?
Because
Like when you like this, daddy.
Exactly. Bingo.
so all I gotta say, in 2026, we have a lot of stuff coming. I'm grateful for Dennis Reed II.
Yes.
Talk.
We love you, Dennis.
Talk to him.
We film here every week.
Big Daddy Dennis.
Yes.
You gonna love that.
Can I just say this though?
I'm not finished.
I know you.
I got
paused.
it.
You
See-
see how he paused?
Keep going.
I'm
He was
still
laughing.
doing
Keep
my.
going past
going-
the tag.
I'm
Keep going
still-
past the tag.
Keep going.
That's why he
Keep going.
He's not gonna be assistant pastor.
I'm
You
gonna
left
fade
off
out.
at
Yo,
Dennis
He's the
Reed.
one gonna be waiting for me to do this.
You left off at Dennis Reed.
Dennis
I'ma fade
Reed.
out.
Dennis Reed.
Then I'm thankful for my brother, my
You know.
childhood friend,
Come on.
Jalen Rose,
So
for everybody who believed in us.
Yes.
Everybody who believed in us. So 2026.
Southwest.
I wasn't gonna say that, but we have something special.
Talk to him.
And it's going right along the path of Sweet 1701, Southwest High. And I want to prophesize this right now.
Woo! Come on.
preach.
No,
Manifest it. Put it out in the atmosphere.
No, because you can only contain, as you see sometimes during this show. 2026, Zsa, I see your own podcast coming as well.
Amen.
Steady, I see your own podcast coming.
Amen.
But we still gonna do Sweet 1701.
Amen.
Because my thing is this, everybody that's been affiliated with us with this, the one thing I've always say, it's bigger than what we doing here. I just want this to be a vessel. I want this to be a launching pad so you can tighten up your skills. You can tighten up this, you can tighten up that, so you can go venture and go get what God has for you.
Come on.
Because he put us together for a reason.
Okay.
Yep.
And it's not to be together all the time, because when this goes off, we still have to live a life.
Yeah.
And I know God got something bigger for each and every one of us. So I can't wait for 2026 to happen.
Yes.
Steady, what you got?
I just want to say we finally reached the plateau of 1,000 subscribers. So I want to give it up to everybody that is subscribed.
Over
you go.
1,000.
To our
No, it's
channel.
over
It's over
1,000
1,000
steady.
now. Yeah, here we go. But when we hit that 1K mark, I was like, oh yeah, okay. So we're going in the right direction. So we appreciate everybody that subscribed to
And we did it the right way.
Yeah.
We didn't go out there shucking and jiving. We didn't have to sell controversy. We didn't have to go out here. We did it as being us.
Still.
Yes.
Us. That's been us our whole lives. We just been us. So make sure you follow everyone. Rico is going to get everybody's social media handle up there. Make sure you follow DR2. Make sure you see what Dennis Reed got coming out. Make sure you see what my brother Jalen Rose is doing. Shout out, he's back on TNT now doing college basketball. So just because you don't see these people don't mean that they're not hands-on and involved in what we're doing. And it's only going to get bigger and better.
It is.
Now, I'm going to take a commercial break. And then when we come back, we're going to close the year out with Billy and Steady Rock and with the Sweet 1701 mix right here on Sweet 1701. Let's go.
Talk
Let's
to him.
go.
Yo, what up, though? Welcome to Southwest Detroit and 5555 McGraw. Had to come back here to the Holy Land. Not just a gym, it was a home.
Cronc's inside Cronc's new facility, years in the making.
Now if you feel that you can't go on because all of your hope is gone and your life is filled with much confusion until happiness is just an illusion and your world around is crumbling down. Darling, come on, girl, reach on out for me. Reach out for me.
Hey, bartender, let's go another round.
I'll be there with a love that will shelter you. I'll be there with a love that will see.
Yo, what up, though? Welcome back to Sweet 1701. Now we're about to do everyone's favorite segment here.
You already know.
This has been legendary. People has commented about this from all over. The Sweet 1701 mix with Steady Rock and Billy, sponsored by our friends over at Diageo, with sponsors Crown Royal and today's brand that we're using. I know, Steady Rock, you want this to be a special mix. Tell us why.
Because in 2020, we lost the icon in hip hop. Mr. John Ecstasy Fletcher of Houdini. So, and that was December 23rd of 2020. So I want to dedicate this mix to him.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Billy!
What up, dope?
What you got going on today over there?
Well, today we're doing a special mix with Smirnoff. It's the Smirnoff Isle of Misfit Toys Punch.
Now tell us a little bit about the Smirnoff brand.
So Smirnoff is actually the original vodka that came to the U.S. back in the 1930s.
Okay.
The first drink was the Moscow Mule, and Smirnoff is a great vodka with a lot of really good flavors. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix those flavors together. You know, the day after the big party, got some extra bottles laying around.
Okay.
We're gonna grab our Smirnoff flavors and mix them together to create our vodka.
So this
base.
is like a potluck.
This is like a potluck.
And what do you call this special drink?
So this one is called the Island of Misfit Toys Punch.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna start out here. You know, go to the freezer, grab a half a tub of your rainbow sherbet.
Okay.
Add to the pitcher. We're not doing individual drinks. We're making pitchers today.
Making pictures.
Making a pitcher.
Uh-oh.
Yep. So get all that rainbow sherbet in there.
Okay.
Okay,
Yum,
Rainbow.
yum. All right. And then next, we're gonna add some limeade.
Limeade.
Okay.
Add in there. And the good old pineapple juice.
Pop the can, pop the
There
can.
you go.
Drizzle, baby, drizzle. Drizzle, baby, drizzle.
And today, this is a drink we're gonna stir, not shake, because you know that morning after,
You don't
don't
want
want too much.
You just want to stir right now, huh?
Okay.
Just ease into the day, ease into the
We're
day.
gonna stir it slow.
And then the
Zsa.
vodka mix.
Ooh, special
Oh, so
vodka
that's the
mix.
mix of all the liquors involved.
That's the mix of all the different flavored vodkas. Just you could use this is a half a fifth. So I mean, you could go around if you have half a fifth laying around, couple quarter fifths. If you want to mix and match, mix it all
Really?
up. Mix it all up. Make it happen.
So I know this is a big task, so Rico is going to get everything that you just talked about on the screen so our viewers can make this at home.
Slow.
Look at Billy Whip Game. You've been in the kitchen before, huh, Billy?
Whip it up, whip it up, whip it up, whip it, whip it up, whip it up, whip it up, whip it.
The what comes out at night?
Freaks come out at night.
In the daytime too.
Uh-oh.
Afternoon.
Ladies first, Zsa.
The perfect
In the
brunch
morning.
drink.
Oh, this matched my outfit.
There you go.
Okay. Ching. This tastes good.
It seems like y'all already at the good part.
All right.
So Billy's gonna get us around at this pour, and we're gonna close out 2025 when we come back at Sweet 1701. Let's go.
Everybody wants to be on Sweet 1701, 01.
My guy Peasy came to bless us, came to Fifth Avenue Furniture. He needed some furniture and mattresses for his new home. And you know where he comes, the best, always shop with the best here in Metro Detroit. Only Fifth Avenue Furniture, only Metro Detroit's #1 rated furniture and mattress store. Peasy, what do you think, man?
I appreciate y'all, man. I came over here. I did what I needed to do. My family happy. My mama happy. We picked out everything we needed. We got the house. We got the whole house furnished in less than a week. You know what I'm saying? The turnaround time was perfect. The crew that came through and put everything together, everything was on point. So I'm happy. My mama happy. My family happy.
Appreciate you,
I'm
family.
ready to do it again, man. You feel me?
Round
Ready to
two,
shop
fellas.
again.
Round
Let's do
two,
it.
guys. All right.
What up, though? Welcome back to Sweet 1701. Man, let me just say this. Make sure you go check out Sweet 1701. We're going to start doing a lot of outtakes and put them on YouTube so you can go check it out. So you can see what really goes on before we even say go in action and all that, right? That's why they laughing. They talking about potato salads with the raisins in it, then the chicken salads, and then the type of people who scooped up the chicken salad with the... Make sure you click, like, and subscribe.
Stuff the turkeys.
Make sure you click, like, and subscribe
I just
to our
cleaned
YouTube
myself
channel
up, man. Come on.
at Sweet
You did what to
1701.
yourself?
This is how, unfortunately, we're going to close out the year, America. Zsa.
Yes.
Ready? It's time for Zsa to do what?
Say it with your chest.
Go, Zsa, if you
with
can,
my 36
please.
C's. I'm trying to tell you, but Dr. Griffin, if you want to give me some new breasts, sponsor, God bless.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so say it with my chest.
Yeah,
Listen, the
Say
word
it with
says
your
speak
chest.
those things that are not as though they
Now,
were.
wait a
And I-
minute. Hold on. A light bulb just...
Ding, come on, Oprah. What?
New behind the scenes?
Wild moment?
A potential sponsor for you.
Okay.
We can say... Play
Huh?
the drop again.
Say it with your chest.
Sponsored by...
Say it with your chest.
No.
I
Dr.
don't know.
Griffin.
Dr. Griffin, new
So-
breasts.
Hey.
So
Do you
now...
want to bless with the new breasts?
Say it with your...
Hey.
One more
Say it with
time,
my
do the drop.
chest.
Say it with
I
your
want
chest.
them to be high
Sponsored
lifted.
by...
Dr. Griffin.
There you
Plastic
go,
surgery,
see?
new breasts by High and Lifted. Okay.
Go.
Okay, but anyway, say it with your
Golly.
chest. First off, no, Jesus over Joy Road.
No, we gonna
Say-
close it out with that because this
We closing out with say, okay,
it
say it with
went
your chest.
it then went backwards and forward.
I want to commend all the parents.
You wanna
I
who?
want to say
You
it with
wanna
my
what?
chest for all the, I want to commend
There you go.
all the parents, guardians, aunts and uncles, big cousins who showed up this holiday season. A lot of people didn't have it this holiday.
No.
And I'm so super duper grateful for people in the community like Key Toy, Everybody Loves Jay, Dice Clark. So many people gave this holiday season and so many people did not have. And I'm really, really grateful. And I want to say it with my chest. You guys really rock because you care and you really care. And it's easy for people to say they care. A lot of people say it. It's easy to say, I care. But to show it means getting up, discipline, doing things that are not, you don't get paid for. And so shout out to Sips on Six. They were a partner as well with giving back to the community. They gave over 1,000 children. They gave toys to over 1,000 children. Shoes, clothes, food. And it's just so beautiful. And Dice did the same thing with our seniors, gave back to our senior citizens, our seasoned citizens. Okay, that's what I call y'all, Lorries, because y'all got that flavor. Okay. But y'all really did y'all big one by giving back to the community. And I want to say it with my chest. Thank you for giving back. We don't take that lightly. A lot of people don't realize nonprofit work, giving back to the community is not something that you always get a gold sticker for, but it is something that we need. So I want to say that with my chest. Shout out to those individuals who still give back without looking for the news to be there, without going on social media live, being there, but actually going back and giving out every day. And I saw a lot of y'all were there giving out to the people. So I'm really excited about that. And then I want to say it with my chest to you little ungrateful little kids out there that gave your parents a hard time.
Say it
Come
with
on in
your
the room.
chest.
Come on in the room. Come on in the room.
Uh-oh.
Because see, back in the day, you used to give whoopings with stitching cords. And see, I don't know about none of that because CPS is back up. They hide now and people call police. But back in the day, okay, we had wire hanger whoopings and stitching cord whoopings and switch. You go outside and go get your whooping belt, okay? Some of y'all are too spoiled because of your little uppity parents trying to make you stay up with the times. Some of y'all don't need them phones because you can't even read. Some of y'all don't need Gucci because you don't know nothing about God. Some of you don't need no hair and no haircuts. You need to learn how to cut some hair and some skills. You're sitting around here scrolling all day about to give yourself arthritis.
Was this a switch?
So yes, parents, stop raising your children to be brand heads. Well, all they know is brand names and they don't know any real self-development skills. They don't know how to be kind. They don't know how to have mannerisms. They don't know etiquette skills, but they know how to be fly. I love Detroit, but I need y'all to teach our children a lot more than just looking the part. Being the part is important too. So yeah, I said that with my chest.
Oh, I was wondering if it was a switch. I thought
I didn't know if you was about to go Jesus over Joy Road.
I
thought
was.
it this
I
a
mean, am
switch?
I going? Because I can keep going. Cause so Jesus over
Let's bring
Joy
Jesus
Road.
into this, please.
I did. So listen, baby Jesus.
Which one?
Baby Jesus.
What'd the baby say?
When?
Okay.
So listen, for all of you all, regardless of what your religious, whatever your religious orientation may be, we all believe that being kind is a necessary thing. Being Loving is a very good thing. And being honest with people in your environment is a good thing. But let me tell y'all something. I'm always conflicted.
Now remember, remember this is Jesus.
This
is Jesus.
Zsa Zsa chose
because I be trying to throw up gang signs when I be talking. So, but I want to thank God for having Jesus in the manger and the 3 wise men. But let me tell y'all something. Y'all know I had to choose Jesus because my son is 22, y'all. And I don't know why he thought he was still getting some Christmas presents, but I broke down and I ended up getting him one. I got him a little trench coat, y'all, from Marc Jacobs.
Okay.
And so he got his first little trench coat or whatever. You know, I ain't have to shake something this season. Shout out to all the parents that didn't have to shake
this
nothing.
Is God over Joy Road.
Exactly. Jesus came through and I didn't have to use my Joy Road tactics to get what I needed.
Oh, God.
Okay. Tayshawn had a lot of great birthdays. Thank you, Uncle Franks.
You like what?
Right. But yes, that's my Jesus over Joy Road, my community news you can use. Oh, and then shout out to our mayor-elect, Mary Sheffield. Her swearing in ceremony is January 9th at the Opera House. If you are a Detroiter, make sure you come out. That's going to be a very historical event. Listen, community, everybody come out. Listen, if she wasn't your first pick, that's okay. She our pick now, okay? If you ain't about or involved in politics, guess what? It's a great time to get involved now. We need all the support that we can get. She's going to need all the support she can get. We have new city council members. Shout out to Renata Miller, one of the new city council members for District 5. And so let's come out and support our new mayor, Mayor Sheffield, our chief of police, Chief Todd Bettison, as he has been reappointed as our chief of police. He's doing a great job. We're getting ready to have some community intervention rooms. So y'all remember back in the day, peer mediation? So we're getting ready to have some of those peer mediation groups. So if you want to be a part of that, check out Chief Todd Bettison. And that's the community news you can use. So what up, though? I see y'all next year with some more community news.
So before Steady gets into his music news, right? We don't have like a breaking news type thing. Well, it's not really breaking news, right?
Okay.
Because I've said this to a couple of people. No, I can wait.
I know where you going.
I can wait.
Let's ride on that street then.
Let's just go ahead and take that ride,
Skit,
baby.
skit.
I could take that what?
Take that ride.
Okay, in the back
She
seat
said
of the
let's
Jeep.
ride on that street, so let's take that ride.
So
Yup.
just
Yup. Yup.
I gotta watch what I say now, right?
Oh, I know he ain't talking.
No, I gotta watch what I say.
Because we always gotta watch what you say, right?
No,
listen.
because he draws and people trade.
No. Listen. I'll make the announcement soon. Because once I make this announcement, I gotta watch what I start saying. Because I don't want to give anybody or anything billboard material.
I get that.
Just know that I'm starting now. And I'm going to take up some type of residency in the city of Detroit so I can do something. So I can make an announcement.
You about to be a doctor?
So I can...
Keep going.
When you go to McKenzie, right?
Whoa, you're not going to do that to the Stags?
Hey.
Who on Wyoming Stags? On Wyoming. Now I got to go get re-intelligent.
Damn.
So
Take that.
I have to not apply. I have to go make sure I acquire a Detroit for people that went to McKenzie and Meyer High.
Watch yourself.
And-
Hey, hold on,
And-
Bridge High.
and Murder Right.
Oop.
Murder Right.
I mean,
Murray Right.
He taking shots today.
I
So-
don't know. Them pilots was a little scary. My first day in there, they had razor blades, locks. A girl got beat up,
Hey.
jumped. Listen, Grand River bust me. I got to go back home.
So in order to do something political in the city of Detroit, you have to have you have to be a resident of the city of Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll just leave it at that. And I won't say what it's going to be for, but that's one of the announcements. And I'll make an official announcement for that sometime next year.
Okay, come
You
on.
know what?
So
We're just gonna give it up for that.
yeah, because you got to watch what you say, and you got to watch what you do, because you don't want to give anybody billboard material. Now, what I do want to give a shout out is to my brother Maurice Morton, which is actually my attorney.
Okay.
He just announced that he's running for Congress.
Yes.
Here for the great state of Michigan.
I love his house. I can't wait till that pool get installed.
So I want y'all to make sure y'all get out and get his campaign slogan is "I'm with Mo."
Hey, April.
Shout out April, beautiful kids, and I think this is going to be a landslide for Maurice.
Okay.
I just don't see it stopping here for Maurice. Like I see bigger and better for Maurice.
Let's go.
So shout out to Maurice Morton. And let me give a shout out to a friend of the show.
Who?
You make it sound like we ain't got no friends. She was like, oh,
You know
nobody
my
like
mama
us.
child.
She was pretty
Ain't
raw.
nobody come to see you, Otis.
I'm
Like,
Kelly and Kenny daughter.
okay. I need the biggest round of applause you can give. Put the drink down.
Oh, man, I got you.
I need you to give it up, right? I want to give it up, right?
Yeah. Woo.
To Demetrius Carrington
Yeah.
and Beautiful Machine Magazine.
Big Meech, not the little one.
Who I don't know why Monday Night Football playing right.
Hey, man.
Because he's a winner.
I know he's
That's
hurt.
right.
I know
He's
he's
a
hurt.
winner.
Talk to him, Zai.
But give it up to Demetrius Carrington
Yes.
for throwing
Okay.
one of the biggest parties
Yes.
Holiday.
Detroit have seen
Yes.
called
Black
Gifted.
excellence.
And you know why it was so good?
What the sushi on the naked lady on the table?
No, Zai.
Hey.
Zai.
Because that was some freaky stuff. Man.
Zai.
I seen a guy, he ate some of the, off her
Yeah,
body.
I saw
He
a lot
ate
of
some
that.
of the sushi off the what?
Off her
It was a naked. You ain't-
body. That
yeah,
shit
it
was
was.
freaky.
So there was a.
I wanted
it's
to
not
do
right.
it too, but it was too many
There was a
people breathing on
lady.
her.
They had a table at the sushi bar,
Okay.
and there was a young lady laid
It was
out on the
two.
table. Yeah, and they were covered, like they had the flowers in. You know, they were covered with like flowers and things. But it's crazy when I walked up, I was like, "Yep, whoa!" I was like, "Hey, that's a real person." And she looked and she winked and laughed. I'm like, "Yo, that is crazy." And they were setting, like when they finished with the sushi and making it, because they was making it live. They were setting it on, different areas of her body. Man, crazy. That was crazy.
So once again, congratulations to Demetrius Carrington. Everything he does doesn't surprise me anymore.
And shout out to Sam too, man.
Shout out to Sam Clement. They about to start the auto show.
Yes, sir.
That's going to be big as well too. But I just want to talk about Gifted. Everybody looked good. Everybody was dressed up.
Yeah.
Everybody was dressed up.
Yeah, I got a few pictures
You
with a few
weren't.
people.
You came in there with a crunk jacket on. You came from the boxing match.
Everybody was dressed up. I was dressed up. Everybody looked nice.
Yeah, everybody.
Speaking
was
of
dressed
crunk, I don't know if y'all watched the video I just released yesterday.
You did.
It was the official announcement of me and my collaboration with Crunk.
And that
so we're going to
deserves-
tell the story.
Get crunked
That deserves a
up.
round of
Get
applause.
So we're going to tell the story of Crunk and the history of Crunk. So in order to go somewhere new, you have to go somewhere where you've been. So we had to take it back to the essence of 5555 McGraw Ave.
Come on.
Shout out Southwest Detroit.
Emmanuel.
And some things going to be cooking up there.
Come
Steady
on.
Rock, what music news you got?
All right, man. That's a hard act to follow. But in December,
America, when somebody does that, that means they stalling for time. Go ahead.
No, I'm not, because I'm already
You
loaded
ready?
up.
Drop
Been
something.
ready.
Drop something.
So look, here's what's crazy. Around this time, nobody really dropping music because it's, the holidays. But I will say this. Tank just dropped a new single. Tank is back, and he got a new single called Control. So that means there's an album brewing.
Okay.
And I like this record, man. Tank, like, it's so good. It's so good. It is so good.
As a DJ, let me ask you this.
What's that?
And it'll go around. Is R&B dead?
No. Well,
What happened to R&B?
they locked it up.
What?
When they I feel like when they locked R. Kelly up, like the essence of R&B, because he was the last that had the essence of R&B. It's slowly trying to come back, but those artists not getting the just do with playtime, like real good R&B, 90s R&B.
But I think R&B also went along with dating. Dating has changed tremendously. Back in the day, when 90s R&B was evolving, dating also was very prevalent. It was like, instructions, turn off the lights and light.
Take it off.
See what I'm, golly.
He got aggressive doing that song.
I need you to listen to that song, Zsa. Listen to the very end of that song. It's
What is it?
You got to listen to it. You brought it up.
Okay.
That's your homework assignment to close the year out.
Steady. I
Nope.
got it.
No. And
Just
we're going to
listen
check
to
back
it.
with you the first of the year.
Okay.
Listen
That's
to
your
it.
homework assignment.
Okay, let me write it down.
To listen to that.
Turn
Play
off
the
the
tape
lights.
all the way through.
The whole song from beginning
Teddy
to end.
Pendergrass.
Just listen. I'm telling you.
So you saying Teddy Pendergrass may have been the first Diddy?
Oh.
When you listen to that song and you really dive deep into it, it gets
Okay.
Teddy.
At the end when they talking, he's like, "Look, just
No, don't say it.
Yeah, see, I know.
That's the homework assignment
your
for
homework.
Zsa.
You almost gave it away.
And then the next episode, the first of the year, we're going to come back to Zsa and see what she learned.
Okay.
And then we're going to go over it and we're going to dissect that song.
Okay,
Continue.
yeah, because it's a lot going on. Okay, and then we got Chicago native Chef Sean. Listen, this sample, man.
Say that 5 times fast. Chicago what?
Chicago native Chef Sean. He just dropped his mixtape, but this is his single and listen. Well, I'm gonna say this mixtape's an album. But this song right here, I am listen.
What the hell was that move, America?
Woo! Hold on, just vibe with it.
So once again, I'm asking the question. R&B cannot be dead if it's a reassurance of samples.
But this is like a hip hop track. So, but what I'm saying about the R&B is like the essence of songs that will come home, and you be like, look, come on, I put this on, she in the mood, you in the mood. It's like the Keith Sweat era. Like if you dim the lights, throw on Keith Sweat, you dim the lights, throw on R. Kelly, just dim the lights and throw on Teddy P. You knew what time it was. Now you dim the lights and you throw on some of these new R&B cats. I'm effing you today. You know, it's a little
That's still
aggressive.
your boy. That's still R. Kelly.
I know, but
You said he got locked up.
yeah, but that was Notorious Big song. But I'm just saying, with the new stuff, they talk like it's just
Okay, quick question.
drop your drawers and give it to me.
Quick question. Quick question. I'll start with you because you're the DJ.
All right,
What is the greatest love song of all time?
that's a real.
And I know I put everybody on spot. So I
Yeah,
want you to
that's
think
a
about it.
real tough one. For me, that is a real tough one. But if I have to choose like a song, and I can go off the cuffs on something that people wouldn't even choose. Ready or Not by After 7. Ready or Not, I will give you
All right, go.
everything.
Okay.
Ready or man, listen.
Okay, we are.
If I have to, and I love R&B. It's ton of them, but Ready or Not,
That sound like a
That's
soul food.
he sung
That's
just
soul food.
the way he sung it, the way they sung that
Yeah, I
song.
was talking about the movie.
I give you, and when he went, my heart reached for you. When he hit that,
So see, America, remember a couple
It's-
episodes ago I said about how black people, when they don't know the words, they start humming it?
I know the words.
How did he go?
I know the words.
How did he
but
go?
I can't sing.
Uh-huh.
There's nothing that I'd rather do. See, I know the words, but when he sung that with so much passion, and he felt it. That's what I mean by like R&B
But
today.
men weren't afraid to be in love. Y'all act like y'all hearts
the music-
is in the ice box
We talk
where
about-
my heart used to be.
Zah,
but
what
that's
is your
even with
greatest
the
love song of
female
all time?
artists.
There is nothing.
See?
Oh, look at Billy.
See?
Have you?
And you wonder why Billy act the way he does now.
But you see that Zod? That
Oh,
was
God,
that
she
was
done
that
pulled him up.
time. That's in the same time. That's not Summer
Now, was
Walker
that
or none of the
was-
new R&B.
okay? Now this is debatable. Is that really a love song?
Yeah,
What?
because she said
Whitney
she don't have
Houston?
nothing if she don't have him.
You
Share my
Oh, God.
life. But listen,
right through the heart of
man,
Let
me.
her have her moment. Go ahead. How it go?
You break down my walls.
Break down your what?
You know what I'm saying, y'all.
Oh, God.
Take that.
Billy.
Take that, take
Oh,
that.
God. Listen, we talking about love right now. Well, his name was Love at one point.
Take that. Take that.
Oh,
This
God.
was so bold. Like I felt like we was on a riddle with him. Diddy.
But
P.
see-
Diddy.
but see-
Daddy. Puff Daddy.
See, I'd always revolve around Billy.
What
What is your greatest love song of all time?
Let's get it on.
Oh my God.
Oh, babe. Let's get it on.
Yeah, but that's older R&B, and that's what I mean by because they sung them songs with so much conviction. There's nothing wrong
And
with
it was
me.
really in the
Well, that's because it was still a dance.
He sung that with
Relationships were a
conviction.
dance back then.
Yeah.
There's no
now it's
conviction
more
in
like
R&B.
a conflict.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
agreed.
like-
Whoa,
That's-
Billy, that's deep. Wait.
yeah, agreed.
Say that one more
Listen.
time.
I agree.
Relationships back in the day used to be a what?
A dance.
Now it's
Yeah.
what?
Now it's a conflict.
Yeah,
I understand.
Yeah.
I agree.
I agree with that.
So-
Because I feel like dating
totally
now
agree.
that I'm single, it feels like a wrestling
She threw
move
that out
versus
there. She was
tango.
like- she was like- and you can reside her only feats.
Like it feels like a wrestling match and not a tango. Back in the day, you could meet a man at the store. He'd be like, "What you about to do, baby? What you want? You want some drink? Ooh, let's go to the park." Okay, great.
And they all start off with a drink. You want a drink? What do you want to drink?
Well, not even a drink. You look nice, or you could be in Fairlane and Flaming Wonk, or leaving out of Otto's, getting popcorn.
Oh
and
my goodness.
That was Northland.
Northland.
Right. So let me
Rest in peace, Northland.
yeah, let me continue with this.
I gotta give my song. See,
No, okay. I'm sorry, Ty. What is your favorite R&B song? I'm just trying to get the music news done before I get cut off.
you're not gonna get that. This is the last show of the year. You good? You good?
Oh, not,
Last show of the year.
not,
So
not
listen.
Not according to my producer. No,
Listen.
go ahead, Ty.
to me, the greatest love song of all time,
Is
Fire and Desire, Rick James, Tina Marie.
Dang.
See, that's on my list too, because I love doing that one at karaoke.
Rick James, he said, I was cold as ice long ago.
Long ago.
Baby. Everybody know me. I do that at karaoke.
And then Tina came through with that.
She did.
I was.
Woo!
Sugar. Continue,
then I
Steady.
kissed your lips.
See what I'm
and
saying?
you
And you what?
Turn
on what?
on
On what?
my
Break it down.
fire.
Then break it down.
Baby.
Then you what?
Then you burn me within your flame.
Now hold on that part. He just said he burned her.
Jesus.
No, she burned him. That's
Antibiotics.
what he said.
Because he was cold as ice.
Long ago. Take me back to my
Go ahead.
karaoke days.
You need to
It
go
takes
to
you back
the
your Herman
clinic.
Keeper days.
No, my
You need to go to 50 Sheffield.
karaoke.
Did he just say Herman
Karaoke.
Go
Keeper
to Herman
days?
Keeper.
Oh my God.
Somebody need
Yo.
to go to the Keeper.
Hey, somebody get
Continue.
this guy.
Continue.
So,
That man said
in
his
other
Herman Keeper
music
days.
news,
Herman Keeper.
and I'm gonna play this record because I kind of like this track that Ice Spice did for the
Okay.
SpongeBob movie. This is
Yeah,
called.
because I noticed in the preview you crossed your legs as soon as you said Ice Spice. Go ahead.
So, she's one of the voices
Okay.
in the movie. Not only that,
That's a big check.
she dropped this record called Big Guy.
SpongeBob, big guy, pants okay. SpongeBob,
Big Guy Pants. Okay, so when she dropped the single, there was a little bit of controversy. You know, of course, some people were mad about some of the lyrics, but she said nothing wrong, but they would say something about the content of the lyrics.
What's wrong with it?
Well, you gotta listen to the song. But she got over that hump. And then last week they had the movie premiere. And she showed up at the SpongeBob movie premiere.
Cut
Look
the
here.
music when you say this.
I want y'all to see this picture because Rico about to put it up in his
Okay.
dress. She had on this white dress.
Okay.
It was beautiful. But it was see-through in the midsection area. Man.
So she was showing her stomach.
Her vagina?
No. A little bit below it in the midsection.
Her vagina.
Oh,
But she
Zah.
had on
She brought her vagina to the kids' party.
underwear.
So she showed off
But-
her straight worm.
Yeah. And SpongeBob was like, yo,
Loose knuckle. Who lives in this one?
What
Another
did SpongeBob
sea.
oh, the Squidward
Ice
was
Spice
like,
vagina.
man.
Wait, I gotta do this.
Hold on.
What did SpongeBob do?
Oh.
And what did the baby do? So let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Is this a cultural thing? Because how about if Taylor Swift would have did the song with the same lyrics?
It's not even, we passed the song. We're talking about this dress she wore to the premiere. You got all these kids at the premiere. It's the SpongeBob movie premiere.
Okay.
I don't think she would have got the same heat though. I mean, it seemed
No,
like
I think she would have.
when Tay-Tay do certain things,
With who?
Tay-Tay get a pass.
With who?
half
Tay.
naked
That's your
though?
girl now?
Nah,
Y'all
she
cool?
ain't my girl, but I mean, I got a homegirl named Taylor. Shout out to Taylor Nelson. Hey, girl, I'm one of your bridesmaids.
But
Taylor Nelson is Faye Nelson's daughter. So Faye Nelson is the woman who brought all the money to the riverfront and brought the riverfront conservancy, and she's on the board of Kellogg's cereal. So Tay would get a pass.
So you say we can get a cereal sponsor?
What up, Kellogg's?
There you go. Go ahead, Teddy.
But Zsa, you have to see this dress. If you see,
Was it like Dr. Brian's dress at Jeezy concert? Because you know she had her vagina out too.
Oh God.
They say she ain't a real doctor, but y'all ain't heard
Oh
that from me.
God.
you got to see the dress. It was a bit much for kids.
Are you gonna get that picture to Rico?
He already got it.
But I mean, is it like how the parents be coming to the school? Picking
No,
their
it's worse
kids and
than
dropping? It was?
It was bad.
So was her JJ
I mean,
out?
it was sexy if she'd have been at an award show with all adults, or you know.
So it was tastefully sexy if the age was appropriate.
So it's worse than J-Lo's?
J-Lo ain't never had a worse day. Wait,
hold on. J-Lo did have one with, you know, yeah.
Is it
that
worse
wasn't worse.
Is it worse
It wasn't that bad.
Is it worse than Little Kim at the MTV Music Awards?
Nothing's worse than Little
Don't
Kim.
do her little booby like that.
No, I'm just asking
Diana
a
Ross
question.
hit that boy too. Did you see
Hey,
it?
Zsa.
And Diana was like,
How did she do it? How did she do it?
She was like, doop, doop,
Do it to Billy. How did she do it?
doop, doop.
No.
Hold on. There's nothing worse.
Man, I love Lil' Kim.
The Lil'
She
Kim.
came out there with that little.
But yeah, that was crazy. Listen, you got to see the dress.
So has Ice Spice surpassed Cardi B with you?
No.
Oh, no.
So it's still Cardi B.
Hold on. Cardi.
And she looks so pretty for Christmas. All the kids look pretty. I love
gonna talk
Cardi.
about
She's a
Cardi
really
too,
great
though.
mom.
Oh yeah,
We-
you know Steady is not going to close out the
I gotta
year
go to her concert.
or the show.
We're not talking about Cardi.
Go ahead.
So before I get to Cardi,
Of course.
did y'all see Snoop Dogg?
Mm-hmm.
The halftime show.
The halftime show. Who was playing?
It was Kansas City.
No, it wasn't.
No, that was the. It was. 'Cause I watched all the games.
Right.
It was
Because we're
Kansas
gonna
City,
touch
Denver.
on that game too.
It was Detroit and I don't even want to talk
Minnesota,
about
right?
that.
Minnesota
I don't even wanna
Vikings.
talk
Who
about that.
played?
man.
I don't even want to talk about it. And then the other
He
games,
said,
I
I don't
can't
wanna talk
remember because all I did wanted to watch was the halftime on that game. So that's all I tuned in for.
You've given up? Wait, we get to sports later. Go ahead.
Yeah. So anyway,
Oh, he's hurt over here.
Snoop Dogg hit the stage. Now I've seen Snoop every time he come to Detroit,
Mm-hmm.
cripped out, blued out.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I seen him at any venue in Detroit, always blue.
Mhm.
Super Bowl, he had on blue and yellow,
Mhm.
but mostly blue. But Snoop, since he now owns Death Row, when he hit that stage, man, he had on his red suit and this red mink that was dog. Big shout out to Snoop Dogg. He was killing it. But I was just like, dang, that's crazy. Snoop is on a major stage in red, which is rare for me.
Mhm.
I know we talked about it behind the scenes. You
Mhm.
said, you know, of course you have pictures and had seen Snoop do
Mhm.
things
Mhm.
where he wore red, but I've never seen Snoop red from top to bottom like that.
Mhm.
Especially in something that big, because he's always, I mean, I get it.
Something what? Go ahead.
I want
See,
something
you see
that
how you
big.
talk about we can't talk around him? Yeah. Oh,
Merry
we-
Christmas.
I ain't make the
Yeah.
announcement yet. But see,
So-
Rico, see.
right.
So next season,
Yeah.
we got to get certain cameras just so they can
We
see
definitely
behind
do.
the scenes.
Because if y'all see what me and Ty see and what Zai see, when Rico pops out, he pops out at these moments. And it's,
Don't forget
it's
Romy Rome.
Oh, yeah.
He pops out like what?
Romy be roaming.
Yeah, Rome.
Yeah, Rome is Roman. But
Yeah.
how Rico pop out?
He always,
He pop, oh, yeah.
Turtleneck.
right.
Zai!
Dog, Zai.
I'm certified.
Oh, there you go. Hey,
What
on that
did you
note,
just
it was
say?
been fun. On Sweet 1701, we
You
might
ain't bring
get
up Cardi
captured for
B
this.
yet. Did you say something about Cardi B?
Yeah, but after that, so damn.
And she said what? He's a what?
He's a shower, not a grower.
Damn. So I did want to touch on this.
I know you did. Go ahead. Go ahead. I know you did. Go ahead.
With Cardi B, and you know, she was right. You know, with this whole her and a few other female artists talking about y'all girl Nicki. You know, Nicki has been.
Man.
Woo. So I'm gonna let you touch on that one because Nicki,
Oh wow, y'all.
You
we gonna let her
know,
what?
Nicki has been.
Wait. You said you gonna let her what?
he's gonna let me touch on it.
Oh God.
You know, and I'm heterosexual. Praise God, I've been delivered.
Oh my.
So, Nicki, I love her, right? As an artist,
I'm just
she
kicking up
stepped
my
out
feet
in
the
the
rest of the
game.
show, America.
She had us out here wearing 2 colors, like Keisha Cole, we were like, we were doing stuff. We had different like she's.
You was doing what?
Like, we were
Oh,
doing
God.
stuff, like she had a whole little thing. She had a thing, and she came in and she got her barbs together. And we, I wasn't a barb, but I was a supporter of her music. And to see where she is now, and I honestly, Steady, it might have a lot to do with your girl. Because when you are at the top for so long and somebody comes in like Cardi and she's joyful and she's authentic and she's real, and that's what you represented at once. At one time, that's what Nicki represented. Now, I don't think that Nicki's relationships were as public as Cardi's were, her husband, her babies, all that stuff. But to see Nicki kind of change up, and I know there have always been celebrities and music artists that were in the political realm, right? They've always been involved with getting people to vote or, vote or die or, encouraging.
Who did vote or die?
Did he?
Take that.
He did. He did. That's, I ain't gonna ride with you, but I ain't gonna give up on you. I'm still praying for you, Diddy, like the mothers at the church. But I just feel like with Nicki, I think a lot has to do with substance abuse. I think a lot has to do with her marriage. The right spouse will have you guarded and protected and will say things to you that'll protect you and what you're building in your brand. And then as a mother, I think, people don't realize when you have children, it give you like bird brain, mother brain, especially if you're kind of like the person, not to say that the dad ain't doing his job, but after you have a baby as a woman, it kind of does something to you. But for her to be sitting there with CK wife and, saying the things that she's saying, and it's a little damaging.
It's a lot damaging.
And, she closed her Instagram. She took her Instagram down. She lost about 7 million followers.
Nicki did?
Yeah.
Because she was following me. And I follow her, and for some reason, years ago, she wound up following me back.
Following you, Bookie?
Yeah, she was.
Did she like anything ever?
No. Yeah.
Wait,
but the crazy part was...
She unfollowed you?
No. Well, she shut down her Instagram. Okay. So I don't know if that shut down, but it's just crazy. Like you say, her choosing that path and just jumping the gun with this whole political realm. And it's like now everything that Cardi and Megan and all these other female rappers, that what they were saying about her, it's all coming to fruition. It's like, so now it's like she's running and hiding now.
Continue what you were saying.
I don't think she's running and hiding. I think it's a matter of you done put your foot in your mouth. And now you it's the bed you made and now you got to lie in it. And you can't go against, now it's one thing for you to side with that person or people, right? If you agree with their thought processes and their theories. But then it becomes a thing where you go against your own people and now you start talking against your fans and you start, because you don't know the political or religious or spiritual background of your fans.
Yeah.
All you know is they love your music.
Yeah.
So when you start talking about tapping into certain stuff like, your grandma can't get her medicine. Like, that's a real thing now. You know what I'm saying? Forget your music if my grandma can't get her medicine. You know what I mean? Or, you talking about this, that, and the third, hurting people that matter. And these people, people can only overlook certain stuff for so long where now it's your character that's in jeopardy. Forget how great your music is. You're not a good person.
Yeah, it's just the whole situation that's taken it's taken a bad turn, but it's taken a bad turn for Nicki.
Yeah.
I mean, when you shut down, to me, when you shut down your Instagram page and you have all these millions of followers, that's running and hiding.
And you can't control what other people say to you either.
So that's what I mean by running and hiding, because now she ain't got to deal with them comments, because the backlash was about to be, if her page was still open, they was coming for her.
They did.
Because it's like, wait a minute, hold on. You were, this way all this time, and now you, now she rubbed a lot of her own fan base the wrong way.
But you know what? A lot of artists and just people that are successful, they get hoodwinked and bamboozled because of their success, and they think that it'll always be there forever. And you got to be careful about how you treat people. You don't know where your success and career will lie. And yes, you may have been successful, but there's always somebody that's hungry. There's always somebody ready to take the next spot or to be the next big thing. And so people can't get so comfortable in thinking, oh, I'm that, and it'll always be that way. And you can't go try to save your career by kissing somebody's behind that's hurting us. Right now, the CEO of our country is hurting us. You are the CEO of our country, and you hurting your people. We are your people. And it don't matter what color, what shade, what religion, what culture you live in. If we all here at this house, you're supposed to be protecting the people in the house. And right now, you ain't protecting us.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
So what I say is this, and I say it all the time, and a lot of people may think some of the stuff that we do is like weird or out of the norm. Like, I know let's just say when me and Jalen, and even with Dennis, when we sit down and we do things, right? We really strategically think things out because you have to, unfortunately, the two most powerful things in the world, right? Is what is what you're looking at me at right now, and this right here.
Cell phone, correct.
This has torn down individuals, companies, like none other. Because we are in this, hey, look at me and what I'm doing world now. Instead of just putting in the work. So even with people, right? You have to be mentally strong in order to do a profession. Like, I know when we do this, right? You have to be mentally strong because it's gonna be some backlash. Hey, why did he wear that? Hey, that looks whack. He's not this. Hey, look at her. She's not doing this right.
You're doing
They're
too
not
much
doing
of this,
right.
too much of that. Not enough
So
this.
it's like everybody, once you gave the power for people to have these in their hand, everybody is a critic and everybody has a comment.
Facts.
So you have to learn to go through life with blinders on. You know your purpose better than anybody. You know your purpose better than anybody. You know your purpose better than anybody. So it's like with this power comes great responsibility. So I say all the time, every time I move, I strategically do things. A lot of people don't understand it, right? A lot of people don't have the accountability. And that's a key word that I want us to take into 2026 is accountability. Because myself, I messed up before. And it's just that now that I'm walking in a spiritual purpose, not saying I'm father or pastor or deacon or nothing like that, but I'm following a spiritual journey now where I've learned to say, hey, I did this.
Alignment.
I don't care what nobody has done to me, but I got to take accountability for what I done. And sometimes isolation means elevation. So I'll let you finish music. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right. I mean, that was deep. And you know, to close out my music segment, one of the things I really want to tap in about. So major labels.
Labels still exist, Daddy?
Yes, major labels are out there, bro. Like, for real. They still head of a food chain in music. But they have went from lawsuits to working with and cooperating with AI. You have some of the big ones like Warner and
that's dangerous.
Those are two powerful letters you just said. I loved it when AI just meant Allen Iverson.
I agree.
Continue.
But yeah, so now instead of suing AI, because the AI is here and it's real, and these AI companies now, they get to the point where they're making music without the artist. They're doing so much. I mean, they could even make movies without the actor. So at first, there was a lot of lawsuits. A lot of the big major companies were suing them. But now they're like, wait a minute, let's think about this. And now they're getting in bed with AI but they're making the deal structure-wise for their artists to still make money. So that, I think, because you can't stop AI. I mean, Let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys been on Instagram and seen the Bob Barker and Tupac videos and all the Price is
Man,
Right
that
videos?
is creepy and scary, and
Because it looks
that
so
should be
real.
banned.
But it's hilarious. Dog, the videos.
It should be banned.
It should. It's
I
hilarious.
ain't like the
though.
one they did with Martin Luther King, though. Don't do my king like that.
Yeah.
They shouldn't do nobody because they don't understand what
You
type
cross
of...
the line. And then
Well, you cross the line, but you don't know how that affect
the family.
Exactly.
Yep. I was just about to say that. Because Bob Barker cussing at these folks, it's funny, but his family probably like,
He ain't
no,
move
that's
like that.
not his character.
Yeah.
Take that down. Just like you said, Zah, with King's family. I know they're like, that's not his. He would
Yeah,
never go
he
into
would
no
never
jewelry
talk
store,
like that.
party up with Tupac, talking about passing the joint or drinking a brew.
Yeah.
Now, some of the Tupac was Tupac.
Yeah.
You know,
The one that got me the most is when they try to reenact the final moments with Kobe and Gigi, on how everything reenact.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is too much. It's like
That I didn't even watch that one. I scrolled past.
no.
I couldn't even.
yeah, a lot of stuff. It once again, when they gave people power to do this, I think that was one of the things that helped destroy this world.
But I
and
think
it gave people power that didn't deserve the power that they have.
But I think that's one of the beauties of Sweet 1701.
Mm-hmm.
We give them no filter. We give them
Mm-hmm.
straight up raw, no chaser, without the condom. We don't give them.
Oh my God.
No, that's our producer's
Did you hear-
language, and I am not taking it back.
Did you even hear Rico?
Oh no! Did she say when she's not taking it back?
Did you
see
even
when
hear
she said
Rico
it?
just now? He was like,
That is her language from her
Oh my
mouth.
God.
But that's one of the things that I love about this production.
You love what? What else do you love? What?
Because I love that too, and I love being from the D.
caught me off
from
guard
the
with that.
Oh my God.
You started it.
See, you heard he just said, what'd you say?
I like when you like this, Daddy.
I do, and I do. Listen, okay? But that's one of the things that I love about this podcast, that we allow people to be their most authentic self. So many people use filters and all of these things to perfect themselves and not being okay and being in alignment with themselves and being okay with what God made for them. You are fearfully, wonderfully made. Be okay with that. So many people are so engulfed with another version of themselves. Like, you do realize, Big Back, if you go to the gym, you can lose it. You do realize that if you could...
The views and opinion of Zsa Zsa
These are
C.
all
Hubbard.
the things.
I like this right here.
Oh my
These
God.
are things you can
Stop.
do.
I like this
And
right
I
here.
think I think with Sweet 1701, we're going to help.
Mhm.
We're going to continue to help people to learn, to cry, to laugh, to be the best Detroiter that they can be, and to show the world what Detroit has to offer right here at Sweet 1701.
And in other
Put a bow
words,
on music, please.
in other words, if you're gonna be a big back, be the best big back you can be.
Yeah.
Best big back.
all
Own it.
the best
Show it
big
off.
backs.
The
But if
views
you
and
no longer
opinion
wanna
of
be.
Zsa Zsa C. Hubbard and her sidekick over here, DJ Steady Rock,
I like
are not those of Sweet 1701.
I like this right here.
Please put a bow on music, please.
No, that's it. That was it. Basically, my last thing I want to talk about was the AI whole situation, man, because I feel like this, man. In this society, in anything, when things change, we have to change with it. Just like me
Yeah.
as a DJ. You know, I started from the vinyl. Actually, I started from I'm telling my age, but I started messing with music with 8 tracks, splicing them, cassettes, splicing them, then vinyl, yeah. Then cassette tapes, I was there. Then CDs, I was there. So yeah.
Wow.
But with the evolution, and that's the evolution of DJ.
Frederick Douglass.
Yeah,
of
CDs. I still got,
music.
listen, I got a pair of CDJ 800s at the crib still.
You know what's looking for CDs?
Who that?
Take that,
Right.
take that.
So, no, but so with evolution, you have to, you know, we all have to evolve. And I get why it was lawsuits at first. But then they was like, you know what? We can't stop it.
So did you just snorkel?
Yeah, see? I tried to ignore it. I'm like, okay.
What? Because this reminds me of something, and we still in the holiday spirit, right? Billy,
What up?
if you have nuts on your chest,
When you
what
have
is that called?
chestnuts- No, you did it wrong.
Roasting
Chestnut.
an open
No,
fire.
Chestnut, I'm doing it right.
But
No,
you gotta do the whole song.
no.
Chestnuts,
Chestnuts, right?
Snipping at your nose.
Okay. Zai, if you have nuts on the wall, what are they called? Walnuts, right?
Shorty went out.
Daddy,
So if you have nuts on your
if
chin,
you
what
got
would
nuts
they
on your
be?
chin, what is that called?
No, you have a deal mouth. No, so it's a Dr. Dre record.
Let's come on, because we got to talk about something that's about to make us cry.
Okay.
You ready?
All right, yeah, we good. Yeah, we definitely got to talk about this.
Sports!
Your predictions?
No, wait, let's not.
Let's get him, Zah.
How?
This is a sad moment. Yeah, let's get him. You jinxed
How did I jinx? You see how you want to blame me?
He jinxed us.
Yeah, I'm going to put it on you now. Since you talked about our predictions.
Okay.
I don't even want to play the drop.
No, the drop don't deserve to get played.
No, it's not going to get played.
What happened?
But
Because no one bit the dust.
no, we bit the dust.
We bit it.
But what happened?
That's what
Ty?
happens when you have a general manager that says we're good and we're not.
Man.
You don't make the necessary changes when you see your team aspiring.
Man.
You say we're good.
And we made no adjustments.
You are 2 years removed from 15 minutes from going to the Super Bowl.
Man.
You don't go all in.
Man.
You just last year removed from being 15-2. The greatest record we ever seen as a professional football team. And you don't make the proper adjustments.
And got the key players.
You pay unperforming people top dollar to do the same thing again this season. I have a right to be mad.
You do.
Yes, you do.
You have a right to be silent.
Can I play our new soundbite for our Detroit Lions?
Anything them Detroit Lions do or say will be used against them in the court of NFL.
And this is our new soundbite.
You bring us to the point.
Where they gonna bring us? I wanna go.
Zah!
Take that, take that, take that.
Well,
You know what? I'm just gonna say it.
Talk to him.
But
I know, I'm just trying to
you bring us to the point of climation.
Whoa.
climation.
Meaning the Super Bowl. Because at the end of the day,
I was looking for a Super Bowl too.
Yeah.
for 2 years, you turn us on.
Man.
Get us ready.
Got me on a hot body.
I like this right here.
Whew. Pressure up. I'm yelling,
I like this right here.
sweating.
Come on.
Can't believe what's happening.
Talk to him.
Just for that, to let us down
Man,
again.
disappointing.
What do we do for next year, Billy?
They lost their headspace. You could see it on their faces. And it was just like
they lost their what?
They lost their headspace.
Okay.
Take that.
And their confidence was shot, and something happened, and all of a sudden they realized.
Because when your confidence go down, what else goes down?
Man, libido.
You hand the ball to the other team continuously.
You do what?
You hand the ball to the other team continuously.
Hand the balls.
Was it 6 turnovers?
Yes.
They
Come on.
turned six.
Can we finally stop chanting fucking Jared Goff?
Man,
And
what
we ain't not supposed to
happened?
cuss on here.
He should have put the brace back on.
Listen.
No.
He
The
need to
glove?
put everything he used
Glove,
to
the
have back
brace.
on.
No, he needs to go back and raw dog the ball.
Oh.
Take that.
Nah, he didn't take it.
Yeah, he need to.
He do.
He need to take the condom off his hands,
What?
them gloves, and throw the damn ball.
Billy,
Period.
where do we go from here?
They're gonna have a serious talk of restructuring.
And if you don't have the words, I understand.
Yeah, they're gonna have a serious restructuring going on now. They got a clean house.
Clean house.
Yeah,
That means coach.
I wouldn't necessarily clean house. But
Let Billy. We
yeah.
because I know you're hurt. Go ahead.
with
Billy.
everything that flipped with the offense and defense, They got cut off at the knees. And whatever momentum they had, they lost.
Left us on our knees.
We got
Unfortunately. And they knew it. You could just see it on them. It's like, they were in the zone. They thought they were going to be in the zone again, and then something shifted, and they just let it go.
Auto zone.
Zsa. Oh, God. Zsa.
I'm going to sit down for this one.
What?
Don't do me.
No,
Where do we go from here, Zsa?
Well, first of all, we need to go to a retreat. They need to get together and kumbaya, my lord. They need to figure out how they can come together in unison, one. Like, I would have loved to know what was going on with them that day. Like, did y'all have a good day? Like when you have teams like that where it depends on everybody, you need to know where everybody's at, like prior to the game. And I don't know if that's a practice that they have. I'm not familiar with. Do they do things outside of just playing the game? Because when you have synergy like that, and you create a Sonic and Hedgehog. We grew up on that. That's nostalgic. Like, y'all gotta keep that stuff like that going. Like, Saint I'm Ron, what's up, bro? Saint, like y'all from Detroit, y'all walking around with buffs on. Y'all getting the pros.
Do we get our buffs back?
Yeah, bro, run them back.
Because we went from grit to shit. Go ahead.
Man,
and I'm cussing. They're supposed to be cussing on
No, because seriously,
that's for real.
Detroiters we so used to getting like hoodwinked and bamboozled and little dog, so that when we do start winning, we could puff our chests out. And now we got to bring our chests back in because a lot of us puffed our chests out. And we was going ham for our city. Like, especially you. You've been a Detroit Lion fan for a long time. I am emerging. And so as an emerging, I've always loved Detroit Lions, but it was like, oh, the Detroit Lions. And now they get to winning. It's like, dang, bro. Are we the only ones that love y'all winning? Like, do y'all love y'all winning? Because everybody on this side love you winning.
Or does the winning go to their head and then they think they're unstoppable?
I mean, the Pistons didn't let it go to their head. I love the videos they do. Maybe the Lions need to do some of their videos like the Pistons do.
So, Steady, before you, because I know this, please allow me.
Like a pot of boiling water over here, baby.
I know, please allow me to get comfortable in my Fifth Avenue chair.
Definitely get comfortable.
Because this is going to be.
Not you kicking your feet over
I got
the
to.
lights up. Come on, Fifth Avenue.
Because Steady going to be here in a minute. Go ahead.
Listen, man.
Okay.
Don't make me
Our starters are good. I'm going to tell you some of the problems I have. Number one, I'm going to start with Jared Goff.
Uh-oh.
They take them damn gloves off. Throw the damn ball.
Do you want your buffs back?
I want my buffs back from Jared Goff.
buffs.
I'm a Ross St. Brown. He fell off.
Man.
Just a little bit this year. He can get that back, though.
You see how he rebound right quick? He don't want St. Brown mad at him. He fell off.
No, because St. Brown has saved us in a lot of situations.
But I think that ankle injury too.
Yeah, so I'm getting to that. To the owners and everybody behind the scenes.
Hey, you talking to the people?
No, yeah.
He just canceled our Ford sponsorship. We're not getting Ford now. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying.
Talk to our viewers. Don't talk to them.
No, listen, y'all. Just hear me out. When we started suffering injuries last year, we're not even going to talk about this year. We did nothing. Nothing. So this year.
Kind of like her favorite love song. How'd it go?
I have nothing.
Go ahead, Sadie.
So yeah, they did absolutely nothing
God.
to get us decent backups. Everybody that pretty much was backups to our starters when they got hurt were rookies. Didn't have no run or just, come on, y'all. Yeah, I know you think we good looking at the future because of the backups we have. And we have some decent ones, but when you have, especially with that O-line, like Panay Sewell gave it everything he had. And he had suffered a lot of injuries. And he's out there. Even in that game, he was injured, but stayed with it. So I'm just like, bro, the office got to do something. We need to have something where if our main guys are great guys, because we had a great O-line and the defense did their thing, even though they were depleted. But you have to go and get some guys that's going to be decent backups or good backups. Yeah, I heard. What was that, Billy? He over there,
You making Billy make drinks again. We talking about the Lions. We gotta.
So yeah, it's. I mean, being a diehard fan, man, I was extremely disappointed. Not so much for myself, but for my dad. You know what I'm saying? My dad. That's why I like football so much. All my life, my dad has watched football. All my life, besides in '53 when they won when he was a kid. This is what my dad has been looking forward to.
Yeah.
And me and him talk since the beginning. We talk all the time, but since the beginning of the season, we talked about it. And he was like, son, this is going to be our year. Just like you, talking Super Bowl.
What was he said?
I haven't even called my dad today.
You ain't called him yet.
Because my dad didn't see the game because it was on Netflix.
What?
So I know he probably got the news.
He got the news.
But when I leave here, I'm calling my dad because
Cardiac Kitties.
Yeah, it's you wait so long and you finally think you're gonna get it, out of football. Because we've gotten it out of basketball, we've gotten it out of baseball. My dad saw the 84?
84.
Tigers win, and he has that memory. Even though the
And
Lions,
in 1984, do you know what the theme song was for 84? The drop that we do?
It was
Okay.
Yeah, so
Man.
I was almost said it, but yeah. So that kind of got to me, you know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, y'all. We done had 3 years. Technically 3 years, the past 3 years. This year, last year, and the year before. Where we could have really made some, caused some damage and really I say this, if they would have got to the bowl, my dad would be like, you know what, my lion, even most of his fans, we made it, we got to the mountaintop. Well, come on. This year was a big disappointment.
So I'll start with you. You ain't got to go into details. It's a yes or no question. Is the window closed?
No.
Billy, is the windows closed on the Detroit Lions? Yes or no?
I'm having a hard time saying yes.
So if you don't say yes, you're saying one word.
I just look at their faces. I'm like,
I just said one word, Billy, because you over there making drinks and all. So you saying it's closed? One word.
They were stressing me out.
One word. Is the window closed? Yes or no?
So it was supposed to be
one word.
I'm talking myself into it. Isn't it when somebody else loses?
Oh my God, one word.
So yeah, wait, is the window open or closed? No, the window's not closed.
Okay, so America. Everybody know how I feel. With this realm, this group of players, this group of coaches and management, the window's closed. And I hate to say that.
Wow.
I hate to say that.
For you to say that, that's tough.
I hate to say it.
That's tough.
Let's move on to something that's exciting right now.
Man.
Let's talk about the number one seed in the Eastern Conference. Come June, we're going to be celebrating. Now I said going to the finals.
Don't jinx it though.
Now, I listen, I didn't start off the gate jinxing saying we always going to lose one game. But we're not going to talk about that. The number one seed in the Eastern Conference plays at Little Caesars Arena. Yours and mine are Detroit Pistons.
Come on.
Detroit. Oh, it's home.
We got different types of Cades now.
Yeah.
And you know what I call him? I don't call him Cade Cunning-Him. I call him Cade Cunning-Him. Cade Cunning-Him. We have Headband Cade now.
What?
Headband. Because anywhere the headband. We got headband.
We do it, yeah.
We got.
I'm like, where'd that come from?
We got Braid Cade.
Yep.
Okay,
yep.
Braid Cade.
We got Mad Cade.
Oh, he fine too. He turned red and stuff. Y'all know how y'all light skins be.
And we have Cade. You ready?
I'm listening.
Because there's been talks around here now, right? About someone we all know and love. the late great ruler, the Great Lakes ruler, Billy Icewood. So now they're calling him Cade Icewood.
Oh.
Because he's been bossing up.
I like that one.
Shout out to the Pistons. They have a squad.
Man.
A squad. Now, the other team that resides in Little Caesars Arena is the greatest hockey organization ever, and they are trying to get it together right now. I'm talking about the 11-time Stanley Cup champion Detroit Red Wings. And I promise.
What you promise?
We are going.
Put them Scouts honors down. Put the hands down.
We are going to hockey.
Zsa, you see me looking at him like.
You ain't getting no more patches from this Girl Scout.
How about some cookies?
Oh, wow. What kind? Listen. We're going to take a break. And when we come back, we're going to close not only the show, but the year out.
New Year.
On Sweet 1701. Let's go.
We done with
Everybody wants to be on Sweet 1701.
The 620-gram heavyweight oversized French terry sweatshirt. You have a lurex embroidery with a satin and a velvet applique on the front. And then when you turn to the back and you look, you have this amazing Cult of Individuality crest. Again, satin, lurex, and a velvet applique in the back. But what makes this piece also extra special is our hand-sewn applique with the embroidery, beading, and stone down the sleeves. But of course, it wouldn't be Cult if we didn't have a matching jean that would go back with this piece. So we have our iconic T400 stretch double dip black here in a Lenny boot cut. So it has a nice subtle flare on the bottom for you, and it has the same exact matching detail, your crest applique going down the side in the stone lurex bead. This is the quintessential piece for you for the holidays, Christmas season. And yes, I have a hat that I like to wear with this. I don't like to necessarily go matchy-matchy every single time. Our L Alpha signature hat out with all the beading detailing just to play off the details that are happening on the sweatshirt. Check it out on the website. Cult of Individuality, the kings of denim and everything luxe fashion for you. Stay tuned. Happy holidays. We'll see you guys soon.
Welcome back to Sweet 1701 for the last time this year. As we stated earlier in the show, I thank every last one of you who've watched, liked, and subscribed.
Yes, thank
Billy,
what up, though?
Closing the year out with your closing thoughts. Go.
Just a couple things, One takeaway from today's show is what other people think of me is none of my business.
Okay, powerful. Zsa!
I'm here.
And
go.
One more, two things.
Come back.
Life is a struggle. Celebrate the struggle.
Yes.
Nice.
What was the second thing?
Life is a struggle. Celebrate the struggle.
Oh, that was a 2-part series.
Yes,
Okay,
that
got
was
it.
the second thing.
For the people that went to McKinley. Zsa!
See,
Zsa, close the year out.
my close the year out is all about refinement.
Okay.
It is okay to go through the fire. You ain't always gonna smell like smoke. You won't always look like what you've been through, but you're gonna have to go through. And the key word is through. You won't stay. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. And it may feel real close to you, like a hot breath is right there and won't go nowhere. But guess what? You shall and can be delivered. One day at a time, one moment at a time, 1 second at a time. Don't try to bite off more than you can chew. And if you do, just take small chews.
Oh my God.
And get it done. I believe in you if don't nobody else do. Joy Road 100 years. You know it.
Steady.
Listen, there's no such thing as a New Year's resolution. Just resolve you in the new year. That's all I got to say.
So I want to do this. Traditionally, when you close out a new year, before the clock strikes midnight, what do? You raise a glass, right?
Yes.
So what I want to do for us that's here, and on camera and all that, I just want us to raise our hands like this. We're not going to raise a glass, we're going to raise our hand.
Hallelujah.
And I pray prosperity over all of us here.
Yes, God.
For 2026.
Yes, Father.
And I ask God
Thank you, Lord.
To forgive us for our trespasses.
Thank you, Father.
As we have forgive those who have trespassed against us.
Yes.
You know.
Not only do we go into a new year, but I ask that we go into a new day.
Yes, Father.
With a clean slate.
Yes, God.
Made old acquaintance be forgot.
Yes, God.
And I pray all of this in his holy name.
Yes, God.
And I pray that you watching this right now.
Yes, Lord.
That God brings you
yes, Lord.
a greater 2026.
Yes. Yes, God.
Thank you.
Thank you, Father.
Thank you.
Thank you, Father. Thank
for
you,
rocking
Father.
with us and checking us out.
Yes, God.
And we hope that you check back in with us.
Come on.
In 2026.
Hallelujah.
On Sweet 1701. Take us out steady. Amen.
Amen.
Hallelujah. Okay. Yes, they do. Let's go.
What up, though? Detroit, what's new? Sweet 1701, come through. Top Mopkins, reintroduce yourself. This couldn't be done by no one else. Steady rock on the ones and twos. Cut sharp like Jalen Rose hairline. Ooh, yeah. Earl Flynn in my Pistons starter jacket. Got a fresh outfit with the Jimmy Smash. Zsa Zsa chose God over Joy Road. Must have keep the energy up in the fridge cold. Oh, got legends on the wall, man. Only sweet with legendary talk. Sweet 1701, put the D in the frame. Where the hustlers wear threads and the legends got gang. Talking Pistons while the city hit the blade. Old English D on the hat, can't forget the A. BLS tapped in, scammer diamonds on the set. Counts rolling every quote stitch fresh off the press. DR2 cut clean, no cap, caught events. Every guest bring a thread that connect with success. The grind meets gloss, take it back to the roof. Benches varsity talks from the kicks to the suits. Mic check from the stool, topics hot like a toast. It's more than a pod, it's the voice of the coach.
This is just not a podcast. This is a production. Let's go.